Hey everybody! Welcome to Drinks with Demo, your 15-minute mental break with beverages. I discovered you may come for the booze, but you stay for the banter.
That's right. According to our last poll.
Indeed. I'm Demosthenes. She is Valerie the Space Cowboy. Not with us today is Valerie the Space Cowboy's liver. Apparently the liver is it's gone to shit.
I don't know if it's that bad, but yeah, I don't know. I got flagged on a test and I was like, I drink once a week. And literally like a half a glass of wine.
It's funny because when I went to go see the doctor for the first time in years, a couple months ago, he's like, "Do you drink?" "Well, I host a drinking show on YouTube." And he's like, "So how much are you putting away?"
It's not drunk, history or something. Like, it's just...
No, it's not.
Can you imagine that guy's liver? The host of that?
Okay, fun fact about livers.
Sure.
They're the only organ that can grow itself. So if someone needs a liver transplant, you can give them half of yours, put it in them. Your liver will grow the half that it's missing, and their liver, which is formerly yours, will grow the half that they're missing.
Like an octopus.
The only organ in the human body that can do that.
Interesting. Like, you can't get like an octopus arm transplant and then grow back another arm. I don't think that works.
No.
It'd be a lot easier to hold your beer, though.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
That took a weird,
Hold on.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry. Val's being professional. I want to make sure that she's in the proper business jacket.
It was a matter of, let me look at my closet. Let's go with the jacket today. Something to downplay the earrings.
You've been harping on those earrings ever since you bought them.
I love them. They're giant. He said they were too big. I should have bought them.
Well, when she looks at me, you can see how big they are. So if you get blinded when the light kind of reflects into the camera, I'm sorry. Speaking of blinded into the camera, that brings us to today's beverage.
Yay!
That is in no way a segment
No,
of any...
it has nothing to do with anything.
No. So, as we were going on our bougie field trips, we come to Tokyo Direct. We actually drove by it. I've never heard of this place before, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it, we're going to go in.
We were looking for something else at one, I don't even know. We were just like, let's stop here.
Most of our stories start with, we were looking for something else.
Right.
So Tokyo Direct is a Japanese market.
As you may have guessed.
Right. Not Tokyo, Illinois. Tokyo, Japan. And we're going through it, looking at all the stuff, all the Japanese stuff, all the Asian stuff, Chinese, Korean, Filipino. We covered everything.
Good mix.
So we come across a box.
It was a display, really.
Of Hello Kitty, Sweet Pink, Sparkling Rosé. Hello Kitty wine.
With an Italian thing on it.
There's a little, so you see the bows, it's legit.
Right. It'd be cute if it came with a bow on the box. Like, kind of popped out 3D. All 3D style.
They actually had a selection of wines.
Right.
And I was dubious, but at the time I was both with the Space Cowboy and our daughter, the Danger Diva, and they were all...
I was like, no, we're getting a bottle. I don't care how expensive it is.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. It was pricey enough that we didn't get two.
Right.
Not prohibitively expensive, but sometimes we'll buy a couple of things at once to stock up, but we only bought one Hello Kitty wine because it was that expensive. I don't know how much.
It was at least 20 for that tiny bottle.
Was it?
Yeah, 18,
wow.
18 or 20.
God, I hope it lives up to the hype.
Even if it doesn't, you've got a damn cute bottle when you're done.
And here is the bottle in question.
Of course. Pink labels and things.
Oh, look at that. It's Lushy Hello Kitty. It is
she is slightly older than me.
It is a sparkling sweet pink. It says a sparkling rosé. Now, before we get into the wine, Val's going to do a deep dive.
I took a weird deep dive for a hot second.
On the history of Hello Kitty.
So not really too deep a dive. I'll keep it relatively surface. So Hello Kitty came about in 1974.
So she is as old as I am.
She's trademarked in 76. That's why all this stuff says Sanrio 76 in the back, though. So that's why I always said she's as old as me. She's like a middle-aged mom that wants to drink some wine now.
Likes cute stuff, loves bows in her hair.
It's cute. Okay. So,
White skins.
the one thing that threw everybody off was, do you remember the controversy like 6 years ago?
That she was actually English and not a cat?
She's from London and she's not a cat, she's a little girl. Her and her sister Mimi.
Now that's, here's what I call bullshit.
Yeah. So she's a girl dressed as a cat.
She's a furry.
Sure.
Bullshit. Next thing you can tell me is that Tuxedo Sam is not a penguin.
No, he's a penguin. Maybe a boy dressed as a penguin, but I don't know. They haven't really done any other dives on anybody else.
Well, that's silly. Now, is this the case where she started dressing as a cat and then called herself Hello Kitty? Or was she Hello Kitty to begin with and figured, since my name is already Kitty, let me dress up as a cat?
I don't know.
So
it's not actually a real person, though. But the origin story of the character, she's not a cat.
So is it like a furry, or is it like kind of like weird CGI cats kind of thing?
More of a furry, because they didn't really have the CGI situation in the 70s. Bad claymation, that was what they had.
Stop motion.
Stop motion, whatever.
So Hello Kitty is neither Japanese nor a cat.
Right. Although the weird turn that it took for a hot second was apparently the urban legend was that it's a demonic figure. Like the lady that drew her kid had cancer or something, mouth cancer, which is why Hello Kitty doesn't have a mouth. And so she made a deal with the devil to make her kid healthy. And she created this Hello Kitty because the devil said to.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm in now.
So she, made the deal with this demon, and so spread this demon like love throughout the world, basically. Like, yeah.
I did not realize demon love was so kawaii.
You've seen a lot of Japanese movies. Those demons are cute.
I have. Japan has given us tentacle porn.
Right.
So this legend, well within their own possibility.
It's not.
Well within.
It's not true.
It could be.
But it isn't. They even said that in most of the articles I read. Yeah, no, it's not a thing.
The next thing
and they're like, she has pointy ears, like the devil horns. It's like a whole thing.
The next thing you're going to say is that Death Note is not a real thing.
No. So yeah, there you go. There's your weird urban legend about Hello Kitty.
Let's open the wine. I'm going to need a drink after that little tale. All right, so...
Mm-hmm. Demon drink. That's
sparkling.
Where we're at right now.
Look at that. Let's blow something up.
Ooh. Looks like the cork's already coming out of there. Might want to put your hand over there. So one of the easiest ways to uncork something sparkling is exactly what he's doing right now. Okay, show. Look at that. Yep. So you take the little top off. You just ease it out gently. Only jackasses shoot corks across the room. Or if you're celebrating and you don't mind breaking shit.
For truth be told,
they only do that if you shake them though.
I was at a wedding many moons ago, and
on occasion you get that nice boom noise. It didn't happen this time though.
And it was an outdoor wedding, and I was shooting champagne bottles across the reception.
Like I said, jackass.
But by request, because I was nailing things. People were like, shoot for that. Nailed it.
What do we got?
Smells like wine.
It smells almost appley, like green apples.
Oh, before we go any farther,
Yeah, it smells like green apples.
there's something on the back. Let's validate it before.
Oh, is there?
Yes. Careful, you don't spill it.
Oh, it was like the Italian part? Okay.
So it's an Italian wine based on a Japanese character who's not Japanese, but British, drunk by a Greek guy in a kilt in California.
A mixture of a whole bunch of things. So, sweet pink, quote unquote, sweet pink, thank you, because my hand was... is fine sparkling rosé wine with delicate pink color. Perlage, fine and persistent. I don't know what that means.
No, that's a first.
And I have a very extensive vocabulary. Elegant, smell flowers, smooth with almond reminiscence. I'm gonna go with bad translation.
Almond reminiscent. It's a bit nutty.
It smells like straight up green apples. to the flowers.
Okay.
A little sparkle, a little bit of tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles. It has a color reminiscent of...
Hey, Don Ho. I feel like we're good.
No, the color isn't reminiscent of Don Ho.
Maybe after a few too many drinks.
All right. Hello Kitty wine.
Oh, man.
Let's take a sniff. Let's take that first sniff of the bouquet. Here on Drinks the Demo. Smells like wine.
For me, it's like somebody just took some green apple and shoved it straight up my nose.
I'm not getting any apple scents.
No? That's all I'm getting.
I'm also not getting the almond.
I don't think I'm getting any almond there either. Oh, no, there it is.
To be fair, Val's snoot is far superior to mine.
I can smell it right on the edge. It's like green apple. Oh, just a little sliver.
To me, it smells like a semi-dry wine. Well,
Oh, yeah, there's the almond right there.
let's
And a little bit of oak. Slange.
skål.
Man, that's unexpectedly smoky.
It's not as dry as I thought it would be.
No, not at all.
It smelled like it was going to be dry, but it's not. It's sweet, obviously, because
Yeah.
it's Hello Kitty.
That has some flavors I did not expect it to go that way. Almost like a faint, like a tobacco. Like a pipe tobacco. Huh. It's like I'm drinking somebody smoking a Swisher Sweet. I don't know.
Really? You're getting all that?
Yeah.
I'm not getting any of that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What are you getting? You get anything?
Sweet.
Just sweet? What is it?
And that's why this show
Sweet?
works, because I am a wine rube. And I am rating it and reviewing it for you.
I mean, it's pleasant. Of course, I like a sweet wine. I like a bubbly wine, so that's... But it does have a weird hint, like some layers, some undercurrents that I wasn't expecting.
All right, so let's do out a proper review for Hello Kitty Sweet Pink. It is, even though it's sparkling, it's not overly bubbly or fizzy.
No, it just has a little bit of texture.
You can feel it on your tongue just a little bit, but it's not overbearing. It's much sweeter than it smells. Mm-hmm. Like if I told you that it smells like a dry wine, you'd know what I was talking about if you're any kind of wine drinker.
Yeah.
This is nowhere near dry. It's very.
No.
It's not overly sweet, but it is sweet. Flavor-wise,
It's kind of like a smooth, sort of almost syrupy mouth feel.
almost,
I
yeah.
said mouthfeel.
Oh, you didn't do your thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want me to?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
hold on. I was going to do it, but I didn't want to be pretentious.
In that jacket, no one's going to call you out on that. She learned how to drink wine and taste it and review it. That aerates it in the mouth for you.
Well, it's kind of unpleasant when you do that. It brings out all of those other rando flavors.
I can't pick out the flavors that are in here, but they're there. It almost tastes like a Powerade, like a Gatorade, like a fruit punch. It's got a myriad. It's like when you crack open a Gatorade. It's like Arctic Blast. I'm like, what flavor is it? Arctic Blast. What does that mean?
I'm not kidding you.
This is. I'm not saying that this tastes like Arctic Blast Gatorade. By all means, don't make that equation. But there's flavors in here that are melded together, and you really can't pick them out. At least I can't. But it comes across as a nice.
There's an interesting bitter note at the end.
Yeah.
Like it hits right at the back of the tongue. Did you get it? You got the bitter?
When you swish it in your mouth, and the wine hits parts of your mouth that aren't used to getting flavor,
Yeah.
it's like, Okay.
A little bit warm, like I can feel it.
I can too.
I can feel it in my throat and a little bit in my stomach.
It's warm in the belly.
Huh.
All right, that's Hello Kitty Sweet Pink. Let's. It's grade this bad boy. Let's give it a grade, a rating, whatever I'm calling it. What do we call this? A rating.
Sure.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate Hello Kitty Sweet Pink? She says. What's this? A drink that baffles us? What?
At first blush, I would have said a 4.
This is not a blush, though.
No.
It's a rosé.
Right. Sparkling. I would have said a 4, because when it first hit my mouth, it was very pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice and sweet. The weird sort of smoky hint was alarming yet welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go there. The more I drink it, though, the more bitter it gets.
Interesting.
So that almost kind of like knocks it down to a 3. It's not bad. I wouldn't turn it down necessarily. Maybe I should start turning it down, though. My liver's like, please.
I also will give this a 3 because it's a nice sweet wine, but this is definitely a dessert beverage.
Which I don't mind. I like a good dessert beverage. I feel like this is almost...
Can I finish my sentence?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
This is a dessert wine, and it feels like a dessert wine. Sure, you can have dessert wines at any part of the day. Don't get me wrong. But this tastes very much like a niche wine. Like, you've got to have it with something. It's got to pair with something.
Good with chocolate cake.
To really kind of both bring it up and mellow it out. It's got to do both those things at the same time, which are paradoxically, intertwined. You've got to elevate it and bring it down. And I think that's where I find myself with this. It's right in the middle. Is this the best wine I've ever had? No. Is it the worst wine I've ever had? Also no. So it's right smack in the middle.
Right.
And it's a 3.
Still makes me wish I'd saved that Chilean wine for a review, because that shit was delicious.
Now, if I'm starting to be frugal about it, is this wine worth the $20 I spent for it?
No.
Absolutely not. Got it for the novelty.
Right.
We're drinking it. We're reviewing it on the show.
Cute bottle.
This bottle is adorable. Sure, I can rinse it out and put some flowers in it.
Sure.
But this isn't something that I'm going to reach for again. Now, again, I don't know where else you can find this. I'm sure you can find this in many places. In fact, if you go to...
Oh, yeah. That last sip was not good.
So it's imported by Mission Wine Company in San Marcos.
Okay.
But it's produced and bottled in Italy.
Was the cork nice and wet?
Yeah. For more information, go to HelloKittyWines.com. That's right, HelloKittyWines.com. I'm sure you can find out where to purchase it if you were so inclined. But I spent $20 for it at Tokyo Direct. I don't know if I'd do it again. And not only that, since I wasn't wowed by this one...
It actually just kind of makes me wonder if it was stored correctly, because it's not pink. Anyway.
Like, at a $20 bottle, I don't know if I'd be tempted to go get another one.
Right.
From
another
the collection.
variety,
Yeah.
There's a lot of sediment happening there at the bottom of that bottle.
There is.
Which is fine. A lot of wines do have a sediment at the bottom. That's not an issue. My other thing is, like, the clarity of it is a little suspect at this particular moment. And, like, the bitterness that's kind of coming in at the end, like, it almost...
So I wonder... Is there a date on this?
That's the thing. I can't stress enough. Like, if you're gonna, start investing in wines and you really want to drink wines and, save a wine or whatever, you really got to store them appropriately. Yeah.
Because this, if Val is correct and this was stored improperly, this is going to be the second wine that we've gotten in the last 2 months, which was either not shipped properly, not stored properly, or not maintained properly.
Right.
Wine is a fickle bitch.
Well, if you just do it right, it's fine. Because, like, even if you, because I noticed when you pulled it off, like, the cork was almost a little bit up. Did you see it on one side?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, is that wine okay? Kind of a thing.
But
so
it was still sealed. It was still sealed.
It was still sealed. But the cork was a little higher on one side.
Okay. Well.
As far as we know, it's a 3.
It's a 3. If this was, and ultimately I think what it comes down to for me personally is price. If this was a $10 bottle of wine,
yeah, maybe the novelty of it, we could do it again.
Yeah, I would try one of the other varieties. But at $20 a bottle, no. There's more booze for us to try, and I know depending on how I shop, I can get like 5 different boozes for $20. as opposed to a middle of the road wine.
Right.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up nicely.
I feel like we need to try another McBride Sisters or whatever.
Yeah, we still got another one in the
Yeah,
thing.
we do.
We remember when we first got the McBride Sisters, it was a 3-pack.
Mm-hmm.
We tried one, we gave one away,
As a gift, yeah.
and then
Homework present.
and then we got a third one on deck, and I think that's
Yeah.
going to be either next week or the week after.
Ooh, Thanksgiving week. That'd be nice.
That could be something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let us wrap this episode up. This
In a
is
cute little bow.
in a cute little bow. This has been Drinks with Emo. You've been watching us either on the YouTube or Instagram. If you watch us on YouTube, by all means, click the like button, click the subscribe button, leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Let us know what you thought, what you think, any comments, questions, or suggestions. We'll be happy to hear you. If you're on the Instagram, like this video, share it in your stories. And again, if you primarily watch on Instagram, do us a favor, go over to YouTube, look for us, just like it. You don't have to watch the whole video, just like it.
Subscribe just cause.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Makes us look better
It really
in the
does.
eyes of the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Even though most of you all watch it on Instagram, which is fine. Instagram's good. On the recent poll that I posted on Instagram, why you come to the show? Is it with a legit booze review, or is it the fun and witty banter? And
Weird, creepy stories about Hello Kitty.
I'm a little surprised by this. An almost perfect majority, no, an almost unanimous decision, I should say, comes to us for the banter.
Yeah.
The booze is irrelevant.
Okay.
So
We
there.
try to help you people. This is what we get.
So again, Drinks with Nemo, you come for the booze, you stay for the banter.
That's right. Or you come for the banter and stay for the banter. And just, tolerate the booze. I don't know.
Is the booze in the way? Which is weird, because then Drinks with Demo without drinks would just be with Demo. And that's fine for me,
That
because,
could be anything.
yeah. Coffee with Demo. Animal husbandry with Demo. Beginner's workbenching with Demo.
History of bananas.
That's a with Valerie program. Because if there's somebody that knows history of bananas, I'm not going to point fingers.
Yeah.
All right, we're running along. Let's wrap this up. Thank you for joining us with
It's
Drinks
an
with Demo.
extended Thanksgiving special.
No, it's got another week for that. The Hello Kitty Sweet Pink gets 3 out of 5 for me, 3 out of 5 from the Space Cowboy. Try it or not. Save your money. It's a mediocre beverage. You might love it. You might not. That's the price you got to pay with a C. A 3 out of 5 wine.
Yeah.
Any parting shots?
Yeah, just don't, search the origins of Hello Kitty. It's a wormhole you don't even need to go down.
Although if lockdowns start again and you have nothing to do,
You want to
go right ahead.
Creep the F out of yourself, sure.
Yeah, do that. Until next time, I'm Demosthenes. She's Val the Space Cowboy. Stay safe, choose love, drink responsibly.
Please.